Okay. So I'm going to be solving the highest rank number in an array problem. I've thought about this one for a while. The only way I can think of doing it is doing a loop and then a nested loop. And I know we said to avoid nested loops, but I really can't think of another way to do it. I don't want to Google the problem because that would ruin the purpose of it, obviously. But probably make a loop. I'm just talking through what I'm thinking. Then a nested loop, and then have have there be an object, and they pushing the number and the amount of times it appears into an object, and then search an object for the highest frequency of the numbers. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. So let's go ahead and try. Big picture. And loop through the array, and for each index, loop through it again. Push the, I guess is it called push if it's an object? I guess it is, right? I'm not sure, because I know we talked about using push when it's an arrays and stuff. Either way, I'll call it push for now. There we go. Big picture, loop through an array, and for each index, loop through it again. Push the number and the amount of times it appears into an object. Alright, so that's what I'm going to be aiming to do. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and start scaffolding. And also, sorry if you hear squeaky toys or barks. It's my dog. Alright, so first, loop through the array. I love the first part because I can do that. Alright, loop through the array. Alright. For each iteration, loop through the array again. Sorry, I'm taking a note because last time I did something like this, I forgot to set the iteration value from I to something else. Because obviously if you're doing a nested loop, you can't have it set as I, otherwise errors start popping up because it's confused, because you have two values to I. So I have to make sure iteration value equals I, and this one, iteration value equals O to J. Alright, that's more of a reminder for me than anything else. For each iteration, loop to the array again. Oh yeah, continue this. If, let me see, if I equals J, if I equals J, let me think for a second. Okay, so I have thought about what I'm going to do, and I went to another program and I messed around with objects right here to test some things, and see if it would actually work, and to see what object or how I should use it. So just to walk you through what I just did, because I did pause it. I figured it's better than you just sitting there and watching me futz around. But if you look right here, I kind of made a object constructor, and it contains the number and the frequency. And the number is going to be the, actually what the number is in the array. It's going to return the number, frequency. And I'm going to set a variable right here. And it's going to equal 0, 0. And every time the frequency gets higher, I should replace this variable. And at the end, I am just going to return number dot number. So that'll show you which one had the highest frequency. Alright, so I think that's how I'm going to do this. Is push everything into that object. So let me go back to my, there we go. All right, the only thing more I wrote down is this highlighted temp++. So for each iteration, loop through the array again, iteration value j. If I equals j, temp's going to plus equals. And then if temp is greater than, what did I call that object again? It doesn't really matter, but num frequency. I'm going to change the num freak, like FRE, num freak, FREQ, to make that a little shorter. Temp is greater than or actually it would be num dot frequency. Temp is greater than frequency. Trying to think. Num dot number will equal I. Oh no, array I. All right, so that should work. Yes, I'm thinking in my head, and I'm moving slow. This is a tough one. It really is. It's kicking my butt. I've been sitting here. I've been thinking about it for days. All right, cool. All right, so if temperature is, not temperature, if my temporary variable is greater than num.frequency, num.number equals array.I, and then I guess I'll do num.frequency equals, oh no, temp equals number.frequency, sorry. I'm gonna do that here. Temp equals, whoops, I'm not commented, equals num.frequency. All right, cool. And then it's going to return the num.number, and that num.number, since it's gone through everything, this should work. I'm fingers crossed. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and do this. First I loop through the array. Actually, no, first I'm going to make the empty object. If I thought about this first. Actually, no, it's not an object, it's object constructor. Maybe this isn't the best way to use it in form of object, but I don't know, it's the way I thought of. I'm sure it's not the best way though. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and do that. Const num frequency equals, so to be number, and I'm just frequency. Oops. And I just learned about these two, so that's cool. I get to use them for a problem, like last week. Number. Sorry, pause there for a sec. Got some water. Oops. Frequency. RE freak. Okay, good. All right. It's my object constructor. Goodness, I can't talk. And so now I'm gonna make my variable that I will eventually call on. I'll just call it num. That I'll eventually call on for my solution. Num equals num. Oops, there it is, num frequency, and then I'm going to set both these to 0. There we go. All right, cool. So if I do return num, Let's see what happens and make sure that that's actually there. I guess it doesn't really matter what. Did I put a 0 there? Oh, no. It's weird. Okay. Highest rank. I'll just do this first one. Whoops. Whoa. I don't know what that means. I guess my internet stopped for a sec. That was weird. Alright, there we go. I don't think it really matters, but this will be the one that I test with. So why not? Missing after property list. Oh. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. I forgot. I just forget to put the commas between the properties. I don't know why. But yeah, okay, so number, frequency, good. So this should return right here, this number. That should be our answer. So that's the hope, at least, obviously. Cool, so now let's start this this loop stuff. And let me indent this correctly. There we go. Alright. For this is almost muscle memory how many loops I've made. Let I equals 0, I is less than array dot length, I plus plus. Alright, cool. And I think this is where I'm going to store my temporary variable that I'm going to be used. So, or I should actually have it start right here. There we go. Alright. Now this will be where I put this. No. I guess I'll put that in later. Wait, let me think about this. Okay, I think I know the order I have to do this now. So if, and this is where I'm putting this statement, if temp is greater than num.frequency, that number equals array I. So that's what I'm putting right here. Temp is greater than dot frequency, or I should probably do a loop and then this after, but it's okay, I can put the loop in after. If temp is greater than the frequency dot number equals array and num dot, oops, that's a comma, equals, alright, so good. Alright, so that's the if statement. I'm gonna go to, I think I have to put the loop before it because I'm trying to think of, you know, call stack, and well, not call stack, but more drive execution. Exactly, because if I put the if statement before the second loop, the temp variable, which I'm going to have increment during that second loop, when it matches to the correct index of I, or of the array, won't actually be incrementing in before the if statement. So I think I have to put the loop now. Let j, ooh, whoops, I don't know what I did. There we go. J 0 is j is less than array dot. I just realized something. I put g before n up here when I spelled length, so that would have been a problem. J is less than array dot length. You know, I should have done a test earlier. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm so delved into this problem that I should have tested earlier, but I didn't. I plus plus, and why do I put a space there? That's stupid. All right, good. All right. If array, oops, I equals array J temp plus plus. Cool. All right, so let me think about this. So let's do some. Oh, my replet's frozen. It's not working. All right, I'm gonna. Wait. Oh, it's moving. This page is slowing down. Firefox, the speed of your browser, stop this page. This is the only page I need. All right, 1 second. All right, my page is unfrozen, and while it was unfrozen, I think it occurred to me that I kind of added an extra step I didn't need. And it's this factory function right here. Why don't I just make, I'm only using one object, and this is used to make multiple objects. Why don't I just make that object? I'm going to keep it here just in case I'm, whoops. Just in case I'm, I don't know. It just wasn't necessary. It just wasn't. All right, so that should work. Yeah. Oh wait, number equal. I'd have to make this 0. There we go, and that's 0. Yeah, and oh, forgot my comma. There we go. All right, let's test this real quick. Just make sure that my object's working correctly. All right, my object should show up. Oh, whoa. Okay, nothing showed up. I don't know if. Oh, okay, it's frozen. That's why nothing showed up. Lovely. And Firefox is not like. Oh, okay. I don't know what it's doing. Did I make an infinite loop or something? I think I did. That's probably what I did. Maybe it's just a big loop. And I'm breaking replit. Stop. Okay, it doesn't like it when I run anything, so that's not good. I'm going to test something more. Okay, let's just do that. And just make sure replit's working. Okay, yeah, so it must have been my function. That's, whoops, okay, it's not a good sign to what's to come. I'd like to just console log number to see if everything's working. Let me just comment some of this out then maybe. Yeah, let's just comment this out. Okay, good. Oh yeah, because, okay, it's not returning anything. That's what I need. So, okay. It's because I haven't set my conditional. Oh no, it is semi-conditional. Oh god. Oh well, let's see what happens. Come on. I'm trying to do undo. Yay, there we go. Cool. I made this take me forever, sorry. Loop to the array for each iteration. Temp plus plus. If temp is greater than. I'm going to put my return in. What I do now is just I put the tomatoes on. Okay. I feel like I'm doing something wrong because this, because it breaks every time I run it. So the problem is, since it's just running over and over again, I'm not getting any errors either, so it's also not good. It makes you want to try this somewhere else. It's not replit and see if it actually gives me an error. that I can work with. But I guess right now I'm just going to follow thread of execution. So let me stop this before because every time I run it, it's just freezing. I'm sure it's something to do with my loop. Alright, cool. Yeah, so I'm going to remove this. I don't need this. I don't think I do, at least. So I create a function, I set a variable, nothing wrong with that. Set a type variable, cool. So for each iteration, I'm going to loop again. Oh, no, wait. You know, no, okay, never mind. For each iteration, which means for each index, 12, 10, 8, 12, whatever, it's going to loop to the array again. Alright, and when it loops to the array again, alright, I like, whoa. Haha. That might be the problem. Aha, there it is. That was my problem. That returns 12. It's working. Oof, that is a relief. That makes me happy. I'd still keep testing it though. I don't hold my breath, you know, like what if it was just a fluke? Let's check this one. This one also should come out to 12. Oops. Alright. Uh-oh. Well. See, that's why I shouldn't have held my breath. Okay, Alright, well, let's go through this again. It's just returning the last one, it looks like. Yeah, let's go through this. Well, I'm gonna skip the top because I know what's going on there. So for each iteration, it's going to loop through again. And for the second loop, if array.I, which is this, which means the, you know, I guess the outer loop, equals array.j, which means itself, or yeah, array.j, which is yeah, if it equals itself, then the temporary variable is going to increment. All right. Let's return my temporary variable and see what's going on with that. It shouldn't be. Okay, see, that's the problem. So I think what must be happening, is it's incrementing every single time there is a match to itself. Alright, so let me think of a way to solve that. So which means I need to reset the temporary variable in every iteration. 0. Oh, so right here, I bet you if I put temp equals 0, it should reset itself. Because it will go ahead and store it in the object, so I won't need the temporary variable anymore. Then it will compare itself to the object, or the frequency in the object. Alright. Oh wait, I have 10 showing, but that's good. Then 3, because there's 1, 2, 3 12s in there. Return. What do I have to return again? Oh yeah. Oops. There we go. Alright. It should come out the 12th then. Yay, come out the 12. And let's do this last one. And 2. Uh-oh. What's going on to 2? Alright, well, let's see what the temporary variable is in this one, see what's going on with that. And I'm messing this up. 9. Nothing comes up 9 times. What did I do? Alright, give me a minute. Okay, so I paused it because I wanted to figure out where the bug was. And I found it. Man, it's so crazy to me. I sat here for like 20 minutes and I just wrote out on a piece of paper every iteration because I am using a nested loop, which means it's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 by 13. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, but 100 something iterations. And I was about right here when I realized what was happening. What was happening is that my temporary my temp variable was only being reset to 0 if these conditions are met, which doesn't actually make sense because that means if there are 2 numbers in a row where those conditions aren't met, the temporary variable is just going to keep incrementing even though it's not at the correct, it's not keeping track of that actual number. So all I did was temp equals 0 is right here, and I put it right here, and it works. It's got just 2 lines down. That was the only problem. Either way, tough one. Thank you though. All right, I think that's it then. Not pretty, but it works.